Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a Wednesday craft day. Well, today's craft day is actually a haul day. I'm going to call this my October haul, although it's not quite October yet, but it's basically items that will be used from this point on. So we will call it the October haul. You can see me, and you can see that there's a glare in my glasses because of the computer screen in front of me. I'm using my computer camera right at the moment. So I'm going to take these off just so you're not looking at the glare the whole time that we're talking. So I have a few things here. I've been collecting things off and on to get ready for the fall season, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas. So I'm going to tell you a couple of them that I don't have with me here. They're downstairs. And then I will show you some of the others that I do have. One of the things that I do have up here is a 6.5-foot green Christmas tree, artificial, which will go in this room actually, and right over there against that wall. And so that one will be lit with some small lights. I got 2 Christmas trees, and I did not get them lit because they are substantially less expensive if you don't get them lit. And I have the ability to get some lights and put them on. So the green one is going to go over here and will be, I'm not sure what kind of a theme. This room, that table that you see decorated now, is going to be a winter theme. So things will be more in the blues and silvers and that kind of thing. So I will probably put some kind of maybe blue and silver ornaments on that tree. The other tree that I got, and I will insert a picture of it here. That's a white tree, and I got a white tree for the basement lodge room, I guess we call it. Party room, family room, or whatever. And that is because of the dark brown walls that are in there, paneling. So I thought that the white would really look nice along that wall. I'm going to pause the video here and shut off the fan that's above my head because you can see it is making the colors go in and out. So give me a second and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. It's slowing down, but you should see that stop in a couple of seconds. Okay, so let's get started with the haul. And if you find me looking in the wrong direction, I'm not terribly used to using this camera for videoing. I have to look above the computer to be looking into the camera. I'm going to start with something I got just yesterday from Amazon. And I did try some last night, not very successfully, I might add, but it'll be fun to try. There's going to be a learning curve. And this is a holiday one. And I will show you this. The one I used yesterday was generic and it wasn't holiday. But these are molds to use to make hand pies. So this is a Christmas tree. You see, they open like so. And you cut the pie crust and then you put them in here and you close it and it crimps it closed to make a little hand pie. So I have a Christmas tree. I have a star. And I have a mitten. Now I see very much a learning curve on this because excuse me, you have to learn how hard to press to cut the pastry. There's the little cutouts in these. I don't think you can really see it too well, but there's cutouts on the top fronts of them, which actually open up as vents in the little hand pies. But my cutouts weren't cutting out. But basically, my problem was I stuffed them too much and everything was coming out of it. So anyway, it'll be fun to try, and in the holiday season, make some cute little hand pies. We go to my son's house quite often for dinners, and I guess that is not coming from the fan. I don't know what it's coming from. I'm sorry, I don't know why that's doing that. Okay, another thing I got at Walmart. Now these are something else, I'll tell you. I wanted some wreaths for my kitchen cabinets. Well, look at the size of these wreaths. They are about, maybe 5 inches across. They're awfully cute. And as it happens, my kitchen cabinets have a panel right in the middle of them. And this is actually fits perfectly within that panel. They're very small, and I would normally have gotten a bigger one. The one thing I'm going to look for is the Dollar Tree usually has wreaths, just plain wreaths at Christmas time. And if I can find theirs, what I'm going to do is put another one behind this that will be bigger. And then this one will hang like in the middle of that one. But I think it's really cute. And I got this ribbon on it, not the red, standard red velvet ribbon or whatever, because my cabinets are dark brown and I thought this would show up better. So I have 12 of these right now. And I look forward to putting those up. Now keep in mind this color ribbon, okay? That these are made of, have on them. Wait a minute, I didn't get it in the bag and it's blowing out. Sorry for the noise. And then another thing I got from Walmart, this is a lighted garland, and it's going to go on the top of one section of my kitchen cabinets. And I'm not going to take it out of the bag right now because very honestly, I'd never get it back in the bag. And I just don't want to have everything all spread out and open before we have to use it. So, and this, I'm not sure. The wreaths were, I think, $12 and something, and I think this might have been about the same. And these both came from Walmart. Okay, craft outlet. Of course, okay. Ribbon, of course. I wasn't going to buy any more ribbon. Well, anyway, let me start with something that I've not ever had before. Now, this is a mailbox swag. Can you see here? There's a double rod here. There's one, I don't know where you can see it the best. There's two rods. There's one here and one here. And there's a hook here. And what happens is this will bend, down around the mailbox and then hook on so that it doesn't fall off. I don't know whether I'm going to do a fall decoration on this or if I'm going to wait for Christmas. I have a couple of little Dollar Tree garlands I might stick on here with some, and I have a lot of pumpkins that I didn't use so far this year, so I could do that. Then I got some ribbon. Well, let me give you the number for that. And I am going to have to put glasses on to give you numbers. mailbox swag was $12.25, and it's LF82438SW36, and it was $12.25. Then I got some ribbon. I'm going to be making a wreath, one kind of wreath I've never made. It's a ribbon wreath. Now, I've made ribbon wreaths before. I made a ribbon candy cane wreath, and I made a ribbon circular wreath. But I've not ever done it this way. And this is a wreath that is made on the Unique in the Creek flower board, the small one. And it actually is strictly ribbon. And I'm going to do a Halloween wreath. I don't decorate very much for Halloween, but I think if I just have a couple of little things, that'll be fine. It calls for 4 different ribbons. So I have these 2 here. Now that's a 1.5 and a 2.5. The orange, and this one, now I notice with this camera, everything is upside down. But this says Happy Halloween, and it has skeletons on it. Okay, so that's that combination. And the other combination is the 2.5 with the 1.5. And the 1.5 is the candy corn. So these are the 4 ribbons that will go on that wreath. Now that probably will be, let me just check here. That probably will be the first Wednesday in October that we do this wreath. So that's, I think, October 8th. So look forward to that. That'll be kind of fun. I also did get some ribbons to go in the kitchen to do some more decorating. I got this green. Oh, you know what? I forgot to give you any numbers on these. Just 1 second. I forgot. The skull ribbon is $7.95. Okay. And 2.5 inch 55312-40-21. 55312-40-21. And the candy corn ribbon is 1.5. And it's called a linen glittered candy corn ribbon. And it's 51212-09-20. 51212-09-20. This was $5.75 a roll. It's a 10-yard roll. And this was $7.95 a roll. That's a 10-yard roll. The orange ribbon, $4.25. RG127820. RG127820. And this ribbon, 2.5 inches. This is a velvet type of ribbon. And let's see if I can find that one. Okay, wired velvet ribbon, lime green, 10 yards, RL1943E9. RL1943E9. And this was $5.95. I wasn't sure about getting the velvet, but it is a lightweight velvet, so it's not too bulky. So those are the ribbons for the wreath. Then I got this ribbon, which was on sale. Lime green. Lime green. This is 1.5 inches. It was $9.50. And this is a 50-yard roll. So there's lots of opportunity. I probably put some on that tree that's going to be in the basement, the white tree. Now, you remember my wreaths? I got some of this ribbon because I'm going to be doing a lantern swag and also a centerpiece with a, gingerbread man. And so I want to have this ribbon for that. And along with this ribbon and that plain green ribbon, I have two more for the kitchen, the greens and reds. Says Merry Christmas backwards. And this has got a sort of a glittered wired edge. And I see it. And then this is a plain glitter with a red striped edge. So these three, or four with the red one, will be my kitchen ribbons for this year. My kitchen will be in the theme of the gingerbread man. And we'll be doing some other projects to go along with that. And let me see, the ribbons that I just showed you. 2.5 whimsical Merry Christmas ribbon is $7.50. And it is X727040-01. That's a pretty ribbon. I like that. The 2.5 dots and stripes glitter ribbon, RG01405W1, $7.50. The lime glittered, no, yes, 1.5 striped edge glitter ribbon, which is lime, red, and white, is X971109-09. X971109-09. And it was $5.50. And I think I got the big one I told you was $9.50 for the 50 yards. Okay, now we're going to be down to the last of this, and we show you these few things here. My box wants to fall over. These are 9-inch glittered cedar picks in champagne gold. They're 95 cents each, and I got 6 of them. If I can pull one out here. And of course, they'll spread out and do the thing. And I got these picks and the other picks that I'm going to show you for the white tree, because it's not a very thick white tree. It's kind of spindly. So I wanted to get some picks to go in it to kind of fill it out. It's going to have some big lights on it, but I thought those were really pretty and really sparkly. And then the last ones I got were the candy balls. And this one is cedar pick, candy corn, pumpkin skull, mailbox swag, ornament pick. These were $3.75 each. And they are 16 inches big, and I got 5 of them. So they'll be pretty to go on that same tree. because that's the color of the balls that I'll get. That's pretty. Craft Outlet has some really good picks. And some of them aren't that expensive. I love the picks that Hobby Lobby has, but I don't have a Hobby Lobby within an hour from here. So we kind of have to look around and see who else. Now, I do have a Michael's about half an hour away, and I haven't looked yet for their Christmas items because I was doing a beading run when I was there before. But I think they probably will have some nice looking picks too. And so I'll be going back there probably within another couple of weeks to see what they have. So anyway, that's my haul that I have right now, and gives me a lot of inspiration to do some fun things. I also did get a package of plastic cups, and I'm going to be making a whimsical disco ball. And I don't know if you're my age, you probably remember those that are the plastic cups that are stapled together and they make like a disco ball and there's lights inside. Well, I'm going to try that, and that'll be one of the projects that we'll do together in October. Not sure when yet. I haven't got my October completed yet. But anyway, we will see, and there'll be some disco balls done in October along with the Halloween wreath and the wall hangings, maybe for Thanksgiving. And yet, yeah, because we can't forget, I tend to, or we tend to forget Thanksgiving, because we go right in from Halloween to decorating for Christmas. And I do, because I start decorating for Christmas November 1st. Now, I don't light my lights outside or inside until Thanksgiving night. But I will begin putting up my trees and things because it takes time. And let's face it, folks, I'm 80 years old. I can't do too many at a time. So anyway and anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this haul, and I hope you hang on and hang around and stop back, and we'll see what we do with all of these things. So until I see you again Friday, if I see you Friday, as I mentioned before, I have a doctor's appointment on Thursday, which is 2 hours away from here because it's back where I lived before. And so depending on whether I can get something made and ready to upload ahead of time, I think I can, but I'm not entirely sure. If I can, I will see you Friday. We're going to do some Cricut Christmas cards, and I'll show you how you can make like an en masse Christmas cards using your Cricut. So if you're interested in that, please stop back Friday, and we'll get together again. So until then, I hope you all have a great afternoon, evening, morning, night, whatever it is for you. We're going to have rain this afternoon, and it's a blessing. We haven't had rain for so long. We're in a major drought. And so that will help our trees get some prettier colors on them before all the leaves fall off. So until then, I hope you all play nice now. Love you. Bye-bye.